Hello everyone, and welcome back. OHAD has finally made a return. And I'll be honest with you guys, the past 2 weeks have been an emotional roller coaster. And to be honest, I really didn't feel like streaming or recording Dark Souls. I was just having a bad time. But we're back for now, and we're even back with our faith builds. Let me check real quick if this guy drops his stuff. He does not. You can trade it in at Farling's Shrine with the at the crowd place, the crow's nest. Anyway, we are gonna wrap up I was gonna say we're gonna wrap up this area, but we're not. I'm really not feeling the boss fight right now, so I'm not gonna. Mostly because the second half of the boss fight, you fight against a dude that's lightning resistant, and I don't want to apply buffs in the middle of combat, so I want to look out for a different weapon before that. So I'm just going to continue with this area, wrapping most of the things up, and then continue to the Grand Archives. And that's a bit that we will have to start with a boss fight as well, but that's totally fine. And in between, I'm just gonna talk a bit about, you know, stuff that happened, just to get it off my chest, I guess. I'm a sad person for having no one to talk to, so I'm just gonna talk to the world at large. And if you're gonna be annoyed with that, that's totally fine. That's not my problem. You can just mute the fucking sound, or you know, click the video away. I honestly don't care one bit. First of all, I'm gonna clean up these guys. And there's a guy. That's spitting flames, I mean. Look at those ungodly rhymes. Alright. You can summon Hawkwood right over here. If you've depleted his dialogue, which I just did before I started recording. He also gave me a nice little ring. The, where is it? Ah, the Farron ring. There we go. Reduces skill FP consumption. A ring given to Undead Legion of Farron reduces skill FP consumption. The Abyss Watchers for their hunting requires a sword technique that went beyond any existing odd. Wolf's Blood provided just that, and this ring further extends the effect. Which is kind of hilarious because people who are using the boss weapon of the Undead Legion of Farron are kind of known for spamming the weapon art. And this plays into that nicely. Then this also, by now we've pieced together most of the story of Hawkwood. He is an Ashen One just like us, and most Ashen Ones are associated with a certain Lord of Cinder, and in the case of Hawkwood it's the Undead Legion of Farron. And that's because he was part of the Undead Legion of Farron. He wears their armor except for the headpiece. And in the final confrontation you have with him, it will actually be in their boss room. But yeah, he was not exactly kicked out, but he left them because he preferred fighting with a sword and a shield, whereas the Undead Legion at large wants to fight with, you know, like their weapon arts, you know, not using a shield. And he was laughed at by the other legionnaires. And that's ironic because Artorias was actually known for fighting with a sword and a shield. Haha. Anyway, you can't take him to the boss room because as soon as you ring the bell that you need to do before you can enter, he will just use the black crystal and leave your world. Just remember, this is only accessible after the boss fight. Anyway, so I've had a pretty rough time, like I mentioned. It goes all the way back to this year's summer, where stupid stuff happened. Let's just put it like that. But you know, end of the line, I lost my job. I lost my career. I lost the girl. This is not a story where the hero ends up with the girl. Not that I'm a hero or anything. And he will always just go that way. And it is kind of nice of him to help you out there because big snakes, lots and lots of big snakes. But yeah, at the time it just felt like I lost everything, which, you know, is not true, but you know, it felt like that. I even had to spend some time behind bars. Yes, it's gonna be like that. It was like that. I mean, it's not like I really hurt anyone. Well, maybe I did, but you know, it wasn't intentional, man. Oh, he got buried. I mean, for me to intentionally hurt someone, it would have to be of my own cold, dead corpse. I mean, I'm not really looking to do that. But yeah. Oh. Ooh. I should be more careful. Oh. And of course we are invaded by... Ah well, it's okay. Anyway, like I was mentioning, this was actually before the summer holidays. I pretty much... it felt like I bloody lost everything. And... they even grabbed me off to jail. It was only for like... I don't know. Just short of 2 weeks, but... completely unnecessary. But, you know, in the end they let me go. There were some how do you say it? Some, restrictions to my freedom. As they say, of course. You know, parole, of course. I mean, it's not that I'm a fucking criminal or anything, but, you know, some people view me as just that. Oh, I thought I killed him. Anyway, like I said, at the time it felt like I lost my life. That's not true, but you know, emotionally, oh dang, it just felt like that. In the end, you know, I got my feet back together, started doing stuff, and you know, like me doing stuff like this, recording, broadcasting for the world. You know, that's part of it. That's part of getting back to my back on my feet. I mean, I do have a job. It's not something that, you know, can really sustain me or anything, but you know, it's something. And you know, part of the process of healing, of how do you say it, of getting back on your feet is also, you know, like doing stuff that you enjoy in life. And yes, of course I enjoy this, but this is not something new for me, and at times, I'm gonna be honest, when I feel sad or you know, a bit depressed, then it feels like a chore, of course. Yeah, help me out, dude. Thank you. That may sound a bit harsh, but you know, I'm gonna be honest. Ooh, someone rang the bell. Anyway. Yeah, throw him off. Don't suicide. Ah well. Dragon chases ashes. I'm gonna read that description in a bit. Right, where was I? Man, I keep getting derailed. Really stupid, I can't focus. Attention span of like 5 seconds? I don't know. Oh, never mind that. What was I saying? If Hawkwood lives, he'll just walk up to this altar and do this same gesture. There you go, twinkling dragon torso stone. And I'm gonna read those description in a bit. Anyway, so I'm just trying to you know, go out, get my life back together, and do good and well. One of the things that I can't do. There are a few things I can't do nowadays with my freedom. I mean, I'm on parole, so there are, for example, people I can't have contact with. No matter my own feelings, I'm just forbidden to do so. And that's the reason why the past time has been so rough. I mean, I went to Vuur, Anneke van Giersbergen's concert, you know, Sunday 2 weeks ago. And, I mean, I loved it. There was also Scar Symmetry, and I loved Scar Symmetry. Anneke van Giersbergen's band made some epic, really epic rock metal. I mean, I'm wearing their bloody shirt, if you can see it. And I'm gonna be a fireball. But I ran into someone that I can't have contact with. And that has opened a whole kind of emotions, of course. Oh, duh. But yeah, technically I did break the promises I made. Sort of, I guess. Not intentionally, of course. But, you know, on one hand I'm like, yay? Oh, that sounded doubtful. No, that's not how I meant it. It was good to see that person. Right. But, you know, on the other hand, the authorities might decide that I violated my parole and should go back to jail. So, obviously, 2 weeks have passed and none of that has happened, so I guess it's okay for now. But, you know, it does make me a bit fearful, let's put it like that. I mean, I really don't want to go fucking back to jail. I mean, it's not an experience I care to repeat. Let's put it like that. Really, really not. Like I mentioned, I just want to do good and well in life. That's all I want in life. I want to make people happy and help people and do stuff that makes people go, yay, I appreciate life better now. Or, gee, dude, thanks for learning me this. Or, yay, you actually entertained me. You know, stuff like that. I like being there for people. Then you can't do that behind bars. Nah, that would suck. Anyway, this is a Hevel clone. This is not the actual Hevel from Dark Souls 1. No, this is just a clone. This is just a follower of Hevel. But still, let's see what the rock's cooking. Oh, yeah, fun thing. I tested this last time. This dude can be quite difficult to deal with. I mean, he packs a punch. Look at that. That's a literal dragon tooth that he's wielding. And look at that armor. It's like the heaviest armor in the game or something. But, and that's a dead match left right there. But, there are a few ways to deal with him quite easily. For example, his weapon art makes him encased in stone. So he is reduced to a crawl, and if you're like an inbuild or something, you can just, or even just a hybrid inbuild, you can just Pestilent Mercury or Pestilent Mist and, you know, just watch him walk through the clouds and see his health dwindle away. You can also just walk up to him and throw some dung pies at him. Of course, you're gonna get poisoned. Toxic in the process as well. Apparently I missed one. There we go. And you know, just just bloody wait. You don't have to fight him at all like this. It's really sad. But yeah, me talking. Let me just take a sip. Oh man, I've a really dry throat. Yeah, but you know, that happened and it got me thinking. And I mean, I'm just a bit frightened to go back to jail. You know, like they're gonna say, they have done some extensive testing and they said like, yeah, the chances that you make that you do something stupid is low. You are an intelligent guy apparently. Apparently I'm intelligent. I don't know. And they were like, yeah, as long as she's not actively involved, then we estimate the chances of you doing something stupid low. And I kind of agree with that because I know the risks. And you know, yeah, like I mentioned, I'm really not feeling it. So there we go. You just easy that you can just cheese the bloody bastard. But then I found out that the person that I'm not supposed to have contact with was also on my Twitch stream. And that's kind of awkward because, well, I already kind of figured one alias, and I was like, yeah, if I encounter that in a chat or something, you know, I just can't do anything with it. I should stop the stream, and it's done. Just done at that moment, because regardless of my own feelings, you know, I just can't. Not right now. I mean, if she desperately wants contact, I guess in 16 months or something, then it's fine. But you know, for now, no. It's just not possible. See, backlash slap. Anyway, yeah. So I found out that the second alias was on my stream, so I didn't want to stream anymore. And I talked about it with my lawyer, and she said like, yeah, dude, you can't just sacrifice everything. You should be really careful what you do, but you know, your life continues, your life goes on. So just you can just continue. It's no biggie. You know, you didn't violate you know, your parole on purpose. So sure. So there's that. But that does kind of explain my absence for a bit. I've been it's been quite stormy in my head, you know, lots of emotions, lots of thoughts. And the reason why I'm coming back here is because after you've killed the Hevel clone, you can find this armor right here. Yeah. There we are. So yeah, that's all that. So to surmise, stuff happened in the past. Fucking lost a lot. And stuff got kind of frightening again. So yeah, there's that. Man, I mean, to be honest, if you lose a lot, I mean, at the time with everything that happened, like losing the job, losing the girl, I was actually checking for houses in order to buy my own house, but you know, obviously that plan fell apart. It kind of felt like losing a limb or something. But the thing is, over time you realize that, yeah, you know, you can't just sit down and just keep beating yourself. You know, you need to continue. You need to go forward. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yay! It's a positive message at the end. that does deserve. Can I get a troll? Wait a minute. She's stroking the eyes. Man. Well, obviously they aren't there, but because they aren't programmed in. Articulation it's really difficult.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment.
Oh my god. Let's put some more points into attunement so I can eventually ditch that attunement ring.
Farewell, Ashen One. Mayst thou thy peace discover.
Alright, so the next boss is also weak to lightning. Not weak to lightning, he is resistant to lightning. Let's take a look at the item description, shall we? Dragon Tooth, created from an everlasting dragon tooth that will never break. Left by Hevel himself along with his boulder like a great shield. Grants its real resistance to magic and fire. It does give you, I think? I'm not sure, we can check it out. I don't know if it shows up on the thingies here. Let's see, these are my magic. Fire, defense and absorption, and if I give this heavy ass tooth, then oh, it is indeed by a bloody lot. Alright, but I'm gonna I can't wield it. Look at this, 440 strength, and it's really heavy. Not looking to do that. Alright, we also picked up some other items. Shields. There we go. A tremendously solid and heavy great shield cut straight from my great slab of stone, said to be a relic of the legendary Hevel the Rock along with the Dragon Tooth. The shield is imbued with a special power reminiscent of Hevel himself, and this is the weapon art I'm referring to, Stone Flash. Raise the shield in silent prayer, turning the user's body into a solid mass of stone. We also picked up like the twinkling torso. Give the I'm stupid. Dragon stone, dragon torso stone, twinkling dragon torso stone. A stone imbued with the power of the everlasting dragons, offered to a towering dragon. And this stone shows signs of evanescent lights. Gain the torso of a dragon and roar alongside an archdragon mirage. The transformation is irreversible until death. Yet true imitation will require a dragon head as well. And we don't have it. Hawkwood has one. After he abandoned the undead legion of Farron, he went looking for other ways to gain power. He was like, yeah, you're loving at me now, but once I come back, I'll kick your asses. And fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know which, for him, you came along and you killed them stone dead. But the power he sought, he thought he found it in the Path of the Dragon, and these belong to the Path of the Dragon in like the previous Dark Souls games. So yeah, he has the headstone. And like I said, if he survives the trip to the altar near the Great Belfry, then he will also perform the what's the gesture called? The Path of the Dragon. There we go. And he will gain the headstone. now I think I'm gonna... You know what? If we're gonna fight the dude, let's just do mad to bloody to bloody I might as well swap these rings. Yes, no problem. Which spells removed? Oh. Like I was saying, if we are gonna fight a lightning resistant dude, I might as well skip on my miracles a bit for the upcoming fight. Let's see. There we go. Oh, dang it! I wanted to see. The reason I want to kill the Hevel clone is not just because there's a Titanite lab, but also because of his armor. Does this have any interesting lore? Armor as if hewn from a giant boulder, highly protective but excessively heavy. The warriors who followed Hevel the Rock never flinched nor retreated from battle, crushing any foe that stood in their way. Well, yeah, unless you throw poo at them. Yay. But I really like these, the gauntlets. They look epic. Look at this. This is fashion souls. And I'm a bit overweight. How about if I use your ring, Hevel? There we go. That fits. That works wonderfully. Now some better leggings. My fashion source is complete. Where was I? Yeah, guy, resistant to lightning. Not gonna use too many miracles because lightning, durr. I don't know what that sound was, but it was just necessary. It was just necessary. But yeah, as I was saying, back to the matter at hand. Yeah, we ended with a positive message. That's it. That's all. We ended with a positive message. It's a positive message for once, guys. I'm not whining. I'm well, maybe I was whining a bit, but you know. I don't know what the future brings. I hope it brings just wonderful stuff. Let's pick up some stuff. Probably not gonna use. Maybe I should have swapped some of those for my S's, but it's gonna be fine. But yeah, we ended up with a positive message for the new year. I'm gonna make it a great year. I'm not gonna go back to prison. I hope. I'm gonna make it good. I'm gonna find a new job, a better job than I have now. And I'm gonna do everything that I need to do, and everything that I want to do. Well, not everything, but you know, you get the point. Get up, indeed. I got up. There we go. Let's do this. Dragon Slayer armor. Oh. That hurt a lot. And that wasn't good timing. And that's not good timing either. I was gonna do things well. He is much bigger to strike damage. So if you have a good mace or something, you know, that obviously works. And I shouldn't just... There we go. Oh, lost my buff. And got a headbutt. And I keep falling for that combo. Alright, let's see if I can get some distance and get my buff again. I can. Now, if he staggers like that, you know, get the bloody crap away because he will do an AoE attack as he recovers. And that is a really nasty attack. And he follows it up with a swing, but if you're fast weapon, you can get a hit in between. And we're almost in phase 2, and in phase 2 you see all these butterflies, I don't know what they're called anymore. They will join the fight as well. Spamming magic. Oh, I got squashed. I totally... Yeah, we're in phase 2. I need to fight some room 2. Yeah, you can see here these magic attacks here from the butterflies from outside the arena. Oh, no. Ooh. That wasn't that bad. And I always fall for that one. Oh, that was poorly dodged. And that as well. You can summon, of course, Morn for this fight, and he can pretty much handle him by himself. You can just stand by and watch, and it's gonna be okay. That was not supposed to go. No. But get up. Get up, like that so many times that I'm living through it all. Get up. Yeah, we have his song. That's the song of hope. And that's the take-home message, people. That's the take-home message of me just talking to the world at large. I don't know if I make any sense to you guys, and I don't really care if I don't. But you know, get up. Don't give up hope, and I really shouldn't phrase it like that, but you know, get up. Get the fuck up. Continue. He's just standing like, what happened? Where's my buddy dead? Alright, let's try it again. And I pretty much want to be emerald for the extra health. I guess. Come on, buddy. Come on. Yes, swing at me. Ah! That was just mistimed. That's the attack I want to see. Come on, come on. Jump at me. No, wrong jump, wrong jump. Yeah, I keep mistiming that. Can I find the time to do that? Yes, I could. Alrighty. Come on, boyo. There is a noticeable drop in frame rates, and I keep. No, 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 no! I was lucky. No! Not that attack! Then it's about time the butterflies are gonna join the fight. As you can see, he does destroy the side of the bridge here, and that does mean that he can and will throw you off if you're not careful. Can I get some time? I could get some time. Nice. Alright, see if we can actually finish this. No, dish. Finish is. There we go, that's the sentence I was going for. Oh dear. No, stupid butterflies. Oof. That shield bash. There we go, that's the attack I want you to do. I can never seem to dodge that one. And it hurts. Alright, come on, buddy. Come on. Oh. That was really careless. Stupid butterflies. One thing to note, these butterflies stay alive for a minute, or for a few seconds, even after you kill the Dragon Slayer armor. Oops. So it is possible to get killed even after you kill the boss. Ouch. Right in my face. There we go. I'd like to see that attack. There we go. Can we see the butterflies die as well? Yes, we can. Yeah. As you see, there's a slight delay between killing the boss and for them to die. So if they're in the middle of an attack, you can still be deaded. Like, for real. Anyway, Dragon Slayer armor. Nice. We did it. I usually have way more trouble with him if I don't summon. And I don't know, but I never seem to be able to time his attacks properly. And I get wrecked. I get nailed really hard. Alright, let's see. Dragon Slayer armor. You dropped your soul, you did. Alright, the Dragon Slayer armor controlled by the Pilgrim. That's the name. The Pilgrim butterfly lost its master long ago, but still remembers their sporting hunts. And that's referring to Dragon Slayer Ornstein, who you fight in Dark Souls 1. He has exactly the same armor, except it's golden. And you can also fight the old Dragon Slayer in Dark Souls 2, and I never actually played Scholars of the First Sin, like the I don't know, DS2 second edition or something. I guess it's that. You can fight him early on. And Ornstein is heavily associated with lightning, just as the Dragon Slayer armor, whereas the old Dragon Slayer in Dark Souls 2 is associated with dark magic. But that's maybe because they did some changes. They changed the way how dark magic works in Dark Souls 2. So maybe just to promote that. I don't know. But yeah, bonfire, bonfire, because bloody reasons. I don't know why there's just a second one here. Alright, Grand Archives key and the Goheart twin swords. Alright, the hunters known as the King's Black Hands wielded paired weapons. These belonged to Goheart, who fled the castle. Goheart rose quickly through the knighthood, no surprise to those who witnessed his swordsmanship. Those are really, really, really nice weapons. Look at this. Straight swords are said to be overpowered, and these are dual wielding. Look at that, look at that. I mean, I don't have the dex, so it just drains my stamina like no man's business, but these weapons are fast. And they take off very, very well. I have been meaning to do a build where I use them, but I never really got around to it. Oh, right, before I forget, we got a key, yeah, the Grand Archives key, yeah. Key to the main entrance, a key to the main entrance to the Grand Archives of Lothric. With the fire fading and the spreading pus of men tainting the castle, the Grand Archives closed its doors for good. Today, only a few of its keys remain. This one likely belonged to Goheart, one of the King's Black Hands who fled the castle. Oh, yeah, and I completely forgot to read the description of those ashes. Umbral ash of the fallen warrior who chose the path of the ancient dragons. With this, the shrine handmaiden will prepare new items. Whatever it is sure to grant strength to the most unrelenting warriors. Alright, let's pop back to Firelink Shrine and do some stuff before we enter the Grand Archives. And we should pay some attention to the setters here because they are actually quite important. Well, interesting more than important, but you know. Alright.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire.
Careful now.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Alright, let's see. Just some points. And just A point, some points, E point. And 2 months or one more and then we're done there.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service? Gracious. Passing finer. Let this I only have a...
Alright, what do we got? Here we got... The only thing I remember for certain is Titanite Chunk, Twinkling Titanite and Titanite Skill. So late game, if you want to use multiple boss weapons, then here you go. You can just buy all your Titanites to your heart's content.
Ashen One.
Champ, do you wish?
Let's buy lots of these.
Thank you ever so much. May your soul endure.
And the next time we come back here, we should have completed her quest line. We've pulled everything there is from you.
Oh, you're a fine. You should have so on.
Huh, good. Look at the young dragon ring.
How do you like this? Is it...
And the silent Ellen gesture. And the slumbering dragon clustering. If you buy enough miracles, sorceries from this guy, he will give you these gifts and tell you that, oh yeah, I'm finally friendly now.
I don't mean to seem over in exchange for
And he
a
goes back
formal
to
scroll of detailed
his old
background.
dialogue. But he will now leave
Promise to stay safe.
Firelink Shrine. And you can summon him for the last Lord of Cinder. Alright, so we got some rings. The young Dragon Ring boosts sorceries. You can get this way earlier than I did, of course. You buy a couple of sorceries and, you know, get this thing. Of course, you could just start as a sorcerer and you get this right from the get-go. The Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring is more interesting. Masks the sound of its wearer, basically just replacing a certain sorcery. But it's fun if you're looking for troll invasions or something. You know, this could just help you out. Alright, time for us to enter the Grand Archives. I mean, look at these statues. That's what I'm referring to, or was referring to earlier. That's not what I want to do. These are Primordial Serpents, like Kingseeker Front and Kath in Dark Souls 1. They were absent in Dark Souls 2, and you're not gonna find them here in Dark Souls 3, but you do have these statues of Primordial Serpents, and the nature of these serpents was really ambiguous. I mean, Kingseeker Front said he was a friend of Lord Gwyn, whereas Kath was basically looking to usher the world into the next Age of Dark. And the odd thing is, if you go Dark Souls 1, if you go into the Age of Dark, you will see lots of these Primordial Serpents. In the main game you only find 2, but if you go for that hidden ending, you get more. Like they applaud you as the Lord of the Dark or something. And here they are again, and with wings, so they have kind of an angelic appearance or something. And for me, that kind of confirms that the deep is indeed the abyss of Dark Souls 1 and 2. That these Primordial Serpents are once again, you know, manipulating things behind the scenes. Because in Dark Souls 1 you find out that, for example, New Londo was overtaken by the Dark, Ulasil was overtaken by the Dark, and that all happened because of God, the Primordial Serpent that gives you the Age of Dark ending. But it does not explain why Kingseeker Front is trying to help Lord Gwyn. Maybe he was a defector, just like Seath, I don't know. Alright. And the funny thing here is as well, Goheart fled the castle, but here he is. Like, what is he doing here? You find him basically throughout the journey that you do as well. But here's another odd thing. When you first encounter him Fair and Keep, you can find him as well in Irithyll, and now you find him here dead. So obviously he also took the long route, just like you did. Which is kind of odd, because to continue from Irithyll to here, you have to actually come physically back. You can't just... You can just walk back, but it's the order of the areas reversed. That's kind of odd. And also, Goheart was wielding straight sword, and this guy has these scabbards meant for katanas. There's actually still a katana right there, and he's blinking. I don't know, FromSoft. I don't know what's going on, but this guy doesn't appear dead at all. And don't worry, he will just stay here motionless. He won't do anything. But it's kind of creepy. Anyway, Grand Archives. And yes, a crystal sage. We are invaded. Oh no! Don't buy for me. Well, that's not very honorable. Maybe I should just go ahead and see if I have some of these. There we go. Oh no, that's a stun lock. That's not happening. And I wish I had my other miracle. Oh no, not trading whatsoever. Man, this is intense. Still all these. Point down? Why? You chucked first. Yeah, I guess he was just salty. I don't know. And I honestly don't care. Like I mentioned in the earlier episode, that's one of the gripes I have with the game. Like, the part of the community. Like, it just feels stupid to get a point down for basically no reason whatsoever. Oh, that's not what I want to do at all, but fine. Oh, there you are. I was like, yeah, there's one hiding just there, and he drops down if you go this way, but if you look carefully, you can see that this is a hidden door. We can't just open it yet. We will, in a bit. Alright, here's a chunk. And the way forward is not here, but there's a lizard, so that's totally okay. There we go. It actually is. This is the way forward. So these are the scholars. This is the hidden, or the lost, sort of lost, I guess, fourth pillar. Nice trade, bro. That in a chunk. And this is also a hidden wall. You can actually see. Can you actually see? There's a path behind there. And we can't just open that as well. So we gotta wait. We gotta be patient. Anyway. This one is open, and there's of course a troll. And here we got just a soul. Alright, scholars with their wax covered head, and why they have that we will find out in just a bit. Some Titan skill, always nice. And we can dunk our head in wax as well. And it's actually pretty smart idea to do. Because I'm gonna show you guys. There's an ambush in this room. There are no enemies except one up on top. There are several crystal lizards. And if you chase after them, you see these arms coming out of the bookshelves. If your head is covered in wax, they will ignore you. However, if your head is not, they will try and grab you. And they will, just a tiny bit of damage, but they will cause some curse build-up. And yeah, you know what that entails. You know, if the bar is full, then you die instantaneously. So yeah, keep your head covered. Titanite skill. And one of the big dudes. And here we can create a shortcut. And there's another crystal lizard. You know, first time I went, and that's the stupid sage. Where is he? Yes, over there. Alright, here we can lower one of these bookcases right over there. And we will come back for that later. First time I went through this area, I was kind of perplexed by the, you know, the huge amount of crystal lizards here. But then I realized that the the archives and sorcery in general is associated with Seath the Scaleless, and Seath basically designed a lot of these sorceries, and sorceries are associated with crystal, so crystal lizards. Alright. Annoying guy again. And that's not the end of it, because now he will spawn right over there and continue his spell spamming. So you gotta be careful that he doesn't hit you, because they do take off quite a chunk of health. And here is an ambush. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. That really hurt. Man, stop it. You're not fun. Oof. There we go. And I lost my wax. Oh no, I lost my wax. Oh. That was close! And let's not forget that I actually can heal by miracle. Now I'm gonna check a few. Mr. Big Head. You're just a Logan wannabe. You're not the real deal. And I'm gonna show you. Ow. Time to also quickly equip the suffocate ring. Alright. Time for sprinting. That guy. Titan skill. And finally we can. There we go, we did it. We did it. Praise the bloody sun, people, we did it. Crystal scroll. Well, that's the point. That's not the point there where thingy Orbeck leaves. You still need to bring this one. I'm an idiot and I forget things, and that's okay because you guys still love me nonetheless. Alright, Thriving Stone. Did I pick up my soul somewhere at the beginning? I guess I did. Alright, hidden door, and the last of the Boreal Outriders, and I kinda don't want to deal with this guy. Because he screws me up every bloody time. Can I equip a bow? I can equip a bow, and then I'm overweight. Then I need to change my gear a bit. And I'm gonna just cheese this guy. I really don't feel like dealing with him. There we go, he can't come down here. So if you have a bow, you can just snipe him from here. Or you can just leave and be like, nah fam, that's not happening. It feels a bit cheap, but then again, sometimes I am, and sometimes you should just be cheap because, well, it's a game mechanic. And I say that, I mean not for PvP. PvP cheap, that's stupid. I don't like PvP cheap. I like honorable duels. I like fight clubs. You know, not being a salty little like Mr. Dumpai. I mean, it was fun up until he pointed me down, where I like, yeah, I know it's an insult in the community, and I'm like, yeah, why are you insulting me? You won. We had a good match, even though you ambushed me. So what's there to complain about? I don't get it. I don't get it. Please explain. Alright, he finally got bored. He isn't bored anymore. Alright, the Outrider set, and I really like the leggings on this set. Look at that, look at that. Voice goes way down, but they are really good looking. Let's take a look at the armor set, shall we? The Outrider Knight Armor. Enveloped in a dimly cool air, the knights were given the eyes of the pontiff, but the eyes transformed them into savage, raving warriors who only knew how to serve as mindless guards, or better yet, beasts. That may actually be a reference to Bloodborne, I guess. I mean, that's a game about beasts and eyes in particular. And here we have the sorcery soul stream. Which, if I recall correctly, is pretty much the only offensive sorcery, except for Snap Freeze, that you can't obtain from Orbeck. Alright. There's a knight over there. And I totally forgot a knight at the beginning, but we're gonna jump down in a bit, so... These guys will also buff their weapons, but unlike the Lothric Knights in other parts, you know, in Lothric Castle proper, who bless their weapons with blessed weapon, these guys use magic weapon. Even more so, crystal magic weapon. I know. Did I grab everything here? Cool. Alright, so there are a few items I want to grab here before continuing. I guess after that it's time to... How rude. But yeah, there's a crystal lizard here. Cool. Where am I? Oh, right, yeah. Titanite slab. Because we lowered this thing down. And there we go. Titanite slab. How many do we have actually by now? Let's take a quick look. 6, and we can get 14, something like that. I don't know. Enough for now. Oh, that's careless. And that's how I deal with them. I don't even have to point down gesture here. I mean, that's how little I care for it. Alright, Titanite chunk, and here we go. Crystal chime, which is an old chime. Can't even use it because you need intelligence for it. A sacred chime wants the possession of Gertrude, the heavenly daughter. Who's Gertrude? No one knows. And the Valpath has scholars of the Grand Archives. See, there's the reason these guys aren't one of the pillars anymore, because 3 of the pillars, the knights, the hunters, and the priests, they still support Lothric, whereas the scholars do not. The power of crystals granted by the articulation, pronunciation is going to be fine. The power of crystals granted the scholars a degree of success. In this case, their work enabled this chime to be suited for casting both miracles and sorceries. So if you are doing, for example, a power build where you also want to use sorceries and miracles, some of the low level stuff, you can just use this thing. Just be careful not to use it for the offensive one, because it feels like it just scales really poorly. But it's there, you have the option. I mean, it only requires 18-18, and you know, powers go for somewhere between 30-30 and 40-40. So that does give you quite some options. Alright, for my next trick, I am gonna do a leap of faith, I guess. And I should not forget to send Goheart on this village. Can I get you to come down, sir? Here we go. Careful now. And now for the item there. As far as I know, there's no other way to reach it except for jumping down here. And I tend to miss this jump. I missed the jump. Alright, where am I? Right back at the beginning. Oh no. Luckily, we have a shortcut. And let's try it again. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. That's the work of champions. Alright, Evelyn. Ah, nice bow, nice bow. The Evelyn. Quite some hefty attribute requirements. And well, there are crossbows that have a heftier requirement. Low damage. Not a stellar range even. But an extremely rare rapid fire crossbow fires 3 successive bolts by means of an elaborate mechanic. Inflicts heavy damage by making all 3 shots count. Despite its uses as a weapon, this crossbow is also a priceless work of art, and it bears a resemblance to a musical instrument. So yeah, just load it up with like lightning bolts or explosive bolts, or even splintering bolts and go to town. 3 shots at once. And that is what makes it worthwhile. For the rest, the damage isn't anything to talk home about, you know, like 3 shots in one. Pretty much increases your chances by a lot to make sure that one of them hits. Alright, now I'm not smart because I should have continued to a shortcut and I didn't, so now I have to do all that again. Except for the sage stays dead. Which is a blessing, I guess. And I'm really, really tired because of everything that happened. I haven't slept well in like 2 weeks' time. I'm really, really tired, actually. Oh. And I've been busy at work. It's been quite demanding of late. Not that way. Alright, let me just wrap up a few things. Come on, let me through, let me through! There we go.
Welcome.
Yeah, level up a bit, just a wee bit. I'm actually on levels. Wow. Alright, just attunement a bit. Gives me another spell slot now. And from now on it's pretty much gonna be faith and endurance, I guess. Yeah. Faith, endurance, and vigor a bit. Yeah, that seems okay.
Farewell, Ashen One.
And with this heavier armor, I guess I can just go ahead and equip the prisoner's chain. Look at this, look at this. Figure, endurance, vitality. Boop. Boop. However, trade-off, like I mentioned earlier, here's my damage absorption. If I keep this ring, a bit lower, just a bit lower. I mean, it's not scary, it's not terribly low. It does give us a lot of health and just 15 free levels basically. It is fun. You can always compensate by using, like, I don't know, one of the stoneblade rings or ring of steel protection or something. I guess we don't need this anymore. We don't. We do not. And I like that. And it gives us our free slots. Wait a minute. That makes us overweight. That makes us overweight. That's a heavy ring. There we go.
Welcome home, Majesty. Very then take note.
Alright, time to send Goheart off to his last village, and that's gonna be that for this episode.
You know about leaving for a...
Well, I say that.
I'm aware of the danger. That castle is a death trap. Not a single man has returned from the castle
I did.
unscathed, even back in the day. But I don't want to sit around, and I consider myself your...
Ah, thank you.
Thank
Go
you
ahead.
for placing your Don't you worry. I know Lothric like the back of my hand.
As do we, and we will see you again in Lothric.
Do, Steve.
Alright.
Oh, you've returned. I was hoping to see you. That crestfallen asshole.
Crystal Hardwood.
He's changed a great deal since he left this place. Raven of face. He asked me to give it you.
Hogwood's Swordgrass.
Now that what would you have me, Smith? For the him, I don't.
Hogwood's Swordgrass. Let's take a look at that, shall we? Ah, it's actually here. Message from Hogwood kept by the blacksmith. Bloodstained Swordcross of Hogwood, the Deserter of the Undead Legion. Traditionally, the Undead Legion of Farron sends the gravest of messages using the Swordcross. Come to the mausoleum in Farron, only one can take the path of ancient dragons, so he just challenges you to a duel. You can take him onto it. Alright, in the meantime, between now and next episode, probably maybe I'll stream a bit tomorrow if this episode goes up. The day before Christmas Eve. I may stream tomorrow for a bit. I may stream again later this week, next Sunday. But between now and next episode, I'm gonna do a bit of soul farming just to buy Orbek's miracles and get him to lead the Firelink Shrine and his summon sign near the last Lord of Cinder. Then I'm also thinking that I actually wanna I should take on the Nameless King. There is a miracle to be had. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. I'm terribly sorry about my talking so much in the about bad stuff in the beginning of the episode, but you know, I got up, and if you, the watcher, are ever in, you know, like a bad spot, you know, even if the future seems really bleak, you know, there's also always a bright light on the horizon beckoning you and saying that you should get the fuck up. Keep that in mind. So guys, I'm gonna salute you once more. I'm gonna say cheerio.